Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Now for today's video I don't really have anything planned, but I just really wanted to talk about the next gen consoles and what I want to see from them, as well as gaming in general. And I kind of just want to start this video off by letting everyone know that I haven't forgotten game discussion, and I know it's like it's all over the place when it comes down to game discussion, because right now the gaming industry is just not that exciting to me. There's not really a lot of things that interest me, and every time you turn around, it's like there's just a new game coming out that's like a cash grab, and it's like, whoa, great. If you're like a channel that thrives on controversy and whatnot, then what they do, of course, you're gonna have a fun time with that. But if you're a channel that just wants to talk about a decent game, talking about why a game is doing well or whatnot, then you're pretty much out of luck. And so that's really been what's going on, at least in regards to me and why game discussion has been slowing down. So with that little explanation out of the way, I just want to talk about the new consoles and what I want to see from them. Now, Xbox Series X as well as the PS5. From what I've heard about the Series X, it is going to be backwards compatible and whatnot, and so that's a really big plus for me. Because honestly, like, one of the biggest things that I feel like is the biggest problems with consoles is like after their seasonal lifespan pretty much is over, we pretty much never see some of these games again, and it's like they just go to waste because it's either you have the hard copy or it's you know just digitally downloaded, and it's just sitting there, and it's like it's a fantastic game, and you'll never, not necessarily never, but the chances that you will play it on an updated console are just so slim to none unless it's remastered. And most people don't really necessarily want remastered because while it is awesome, you are still paying for the exact same experience that you had, many years ago and whatnot. So I feel like backwards compatibility is a really great thing. I am not certain if PlayStation 5 has backwards compatibility yet. I do know for a fact that Series X does indeed have backwards compatibility. But 9 times out of 10, PlayStation should get some backwards compatibility, just to say that they also have that as well in regards to the whole console race and whatnot. Now, I kind of want to talk about the console race in general as well, because despite like this whole gaming war bullcrap that goes on, like, you do not want any individual company being better. You want to know why? Because when they get better, they get cocky. And I don't know about you, but I think this is pretty like evident, especially with Sony. Like the amount of crap that Sony has pulled, like either this year, if not last year, if not both, pretty much, is unfathomable. Like essentially hiding your like account, no, not hiding it, but like not allowing your accounts to be transferable across platforms, from disallowing crossplay, increasing the price to like pay for certain things online and whatnot, not letting you own the games that are quote unquote free with BS Plus, which you are technically buying when you pay for PlayStation Plus, so it doesn't make sense why they're not free, why you don't actually fully own them, excuse me. Like, when a company feels like they can't be outdone, they get cocky. And so when there's no competition, you're going to have a really arrogant company that feels like they can do whatever the heck that they want. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to see that. I've had enough of companies acting like that. And so what we really need is we need some good competition. We need some back and forth, not just one side dominating, because that company is going to let that crap go to their head. Trust me, you do not want that. I don't care what kind of console war you think you're on. But if that company gets the idea that people are only going to stick with them, they're going to walk all over you. And you do not want that. Trust me. So with that being said, I really want both companies to excel, at least in the regards of, there's a good amount of people here and there's a good amount of people there. But frankly, I'm really kind of concerned about next gen as well, because they're really excited about this streaming crap. Like, they're so hooked onto this streaming crap. I mean, you guys see it if you watch YouTube videos occasionally. Stadia, and we already have Sony and Microsoft already like coming out of the woodworks with their own like versions of like streaming the games and whatnot. You got PlayStation Now, whereas I like to call it BS Now, and you've got Microsoft. I don't know what it is for the Xbox, but they do have like like a whole streaming games bullcrap, and it's only gonna get worse with the next gen consoles because over time a lot of consoles what they're really investing into now is streaming games because that's going to make them more money because not only will you probably have to play for not play excuse me it's pay for like Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus, you also have to pay for the privilege to stream your game. In other words, you won't own it, you'll just be streaming it. And I honestly have seen certain people like in the comments and whatnot say that that's a good thing, like streaming games is good. But I don't know about you, but I actually want to own my products, and I don't think I want to be paying another freaking bill a month, to pay just to enjoy gaming. And that's one of the biggest things that's worrying me because these companies are really looking into streaming games. Like, if you actually look at the articles and whatnot, that and their comments when it comes to streaming games, they're like, hey, that seems like it's a good what is it called? A good outlet. It seems like it's a good outlet, and it seems like it's a good market in order for us to capitalize on. So they're really getting interested into that whole streaming games nonsense, and I don't want that crap. And I'm certain that at least 90% of the gamers are. If the 10% that honestly are okay with that, they must be loaded with money or something, but the rest of us that actually want to watch our budgets and whatnot, I don't think we're okay with that. And honestly, with the state that these companies are getting in to the point where every time you turn around it's microtransactions and whatnot, I really wouldn't be surprised if, like, over the few years that PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is out and whatnot, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, that crap becomes a bit prevalent and they start making their move when it comes to like streaming games and whatnot. And so, not to leave out PC, I kind of just want to also like touch on my personal opinion in regards to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. I kind of feel like consoles are getting to the point where there's not much of a reason to stick with them because the prices continue to go up as like they start adding all this hardware and stuff. But whilst they are still cheaper than a PC initially, you're going to save yourself so much more money with a PC that it's just not really funny. No one wants to pay for freaking like internet access when we pay like an ISP, and to have to do that repeatedly gets really annoying. And then we've also got the fact that, there are just better stores on PC and whatnot, so you can get games for just much cheaper prices and whatnot. And so, like, when you think about it, yeah, like, the PC is like, probably going to be a heavier investment initially, but it's just going to save you so much more money that down the line, you won't really care. Like, you can just, like, I mean, think about it, folks. You could literally get probably a new game on PC with like the access to the stores that the PCs usually have with Steam and whatnot. Like, you can get like a new game like on sale for like what, $30? When are you gonna see $30 on like a new title, in like the PlayStation Store? Aside from maybe the winter sale events, and even then, like, they usually try and give you old games, that stuff that's already been out for a while. So to me personally, it just doesn't really seem like there's much of a reason to keep holding on with consoles. I think, like, probably after this gen of consoles, like this next gen coming up, there just won't really be any reason to hold on to them anymore because the prices are getting pretty high. I don't even know what the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X is going to be released at in regards to the price. But, like, I mean, there are PCs that are virtually like at the same price that consoles are now. Not right now because you can get like consoles for like $250, but the next gen consoles, like, it's 9 times out of 10 probably either going to be 500 to 600 bucks. And you can get a PC for that exact same money, and you will have just something more customizable, and you'll have something that's going to be better for your budget in the long run. So the way that I'm seeing it, there's not much reasons to stick with these consoles and whatnot. But nonetheless, I do want, you know, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X to succeed. I want them to actually be competing with each other and whatnot this time. We really do not need companies to dominate one another, because that lets them get cocky and they think that they can get away with anything. And they have tried to do that multiple times this year with Sony, so let's not have any of that, hopefully, going into late this year when they get released. So with that being said, that's going to conclude my thoughts on the matter. I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little video. And also, I'm going to be working on my next episode of the Hunter's Dreamcast. I hope that you guys look forward to that. And if you have indeed missed it, you will find it linked in the community tab. So please do give that a listen to. I know that I still have to get rid of this whole like Phil Moore watermark stuff, but trust me, folks, it's been tough. I'm really trying to find some darn resources so that I can, you know, upgrade my content and everything. But you know, I just can't really. I'm not in control of like when people will like get back to me and whatnot. So just hang tight. I'm sure that I'll get rid of all of these watermarks and whatnot in the future. So my content will improve. I promise you that. And with that being said, rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future in the comments below. Feel free to check out my Amino linked in the comments. Feel free to check out my BitChute linked in the About Me page of my channel. And I will see all of you in the next one. Take care.